Feel safe, feel secure. ATA Secured.
Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Rory Morahan here in Super Quinn. And over the last few days, I've been going around cooking in store and also doing a French twist. Now, why is all that happening? Because Jean-Christophe Nivellier is in town, and he is showing his French cuisine, his recipes, and also all his lovely dishes like coq au vin and beef bourguignon and all that. But I want to give something back to Jean-Christophe, and this is what we're going to do here today on this little mobile kitchen that I have, all dressed up nicely in a French way, but also bringing Irish produce through that. So what we're looking at on my little dish today, it is called Salmon Fête de l'amour. And why is that? Because there's a little story behind this, and the story is over in Bray, where I live and do all my shopping and mix with all the people. We have a twin town near Bordeaux, and it's called Beige. So what we're looking at there is how we can connect our French connection through food to this lovely festival of food here in Super Quinn. So what I've done is I've got a lovely salmon, my nice salmon there, and because over in Beige they have a festival of the cod, I've taken a nice piece of cod and I French dressed it. Now, French dressing, what would that be? Well, that is what I have here is just a nice little bit of herbs, a little bit of zest of lemon, also olive oil, and a nice little seasoning going on that. That's gone on top of the actual cod. Then I've inserted that into the salmon. I've chopped a few shallots. I just have to add my little bit of wine into that. I have a little bit of citron in there, the nice lemon, vitamin C for the VIP. And then I just cover that over, and then we're ready to put that into the oven, which I'll do now, and then I'll explain the rest of the dish to you. The little story of the boulanger, the mainstay, the bread in the little village. He has all those roaring ovens going in the morning, cooking off the bread, and great heat in those. And a lot of the locals would bring their casserole dish down when he turns off the oven, place it inside the oven, and let that cook very, very slow. That's your slow cooking. Now, let's have a little look what we have here. I have some nice, lovely Bordeaux wine, and that's what we're linking to Beige in Bordeaux. Lovely region of the French wine, the claret wine, great bold body and all that. So I've done a little reduction in there. I have some little bit of honey, I've red wine, I put shallots, garlic and herbs in there, and that's just ticking away nicely. Then I have some spring greens, and the spring greens is I'm going to saute them off. I just get my pan on now and we saute them off. Then I have some lovely caramelized shallots that I have, and also we have our turned little carrots. So that's all the garnish ready to go on our dish. And also ready there is our pomme Anna. That's our lovely sliced potatoes cooked in butter, and it's Kerrygold butter that I'm using today. So it's all these Irish ingredients coming with a French flair, all for Jean-Christophe, making this lovely twinned town lovely dish that I've created, and putting the salmon with the lovely cod, the marinade, all those lovely flavours happening in the oven. And then I'm going to finish off with the beurre rouge. So I'll just have a little look at as our pan is just going to heat up here, and I have a little bit of butter in there, and some of my spring greens, I'll just get them in there, and that's all I need. And I'm going to let those saute, and we'll add a little bit of wine just into that, just to fuse it. And then I need to add not too much salt. Again, when we're talking about Jean-Christophe, and he was talking over the media waves about not too much salt and not too much saturated fats, and that's what we're kind of applying here today, although we have a rich sauce to honour him because of the Bordeaux wine and the Kerrygold butter. So just sauteing them off nicely, that's going very, very well. And then we have in here my butter all ready for the sauce, and also I have some nice herbs to finish it off. Now, and all these lovely greens will go on top of our pomme Anna, and then we have our nice lovely salmon. And then when I dress this up, you see the bold red of the wine coming through in the sauce. You'll have the lovely orange of the salmon, you have the white and green of the cod, and then we will give it a nice little garnish of our little legume on that. So bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. I'm very, very excited and really happy that all these nice chefs are coming. A lot of culinary stuff happening here in the store, and also everyone's getting ready. They're all in their French gear. I'm in my French gear. My cuisine mobile is here. cooking up a storm, and later on I'll be doing lots of things with different people, showing them how to do their coq au vin, their beef bourguignon, and all these lovely dishes that we're trying to get. Okay, a little bit of wine just in there, just to give it the French flair. So that's the little wine just going in there, and then I just need to let those melt down. They're nice and they're nearly ready, and that's all I have to do is to saute off my nice little greens, and they will go on. Great vitamins in there, lovely bold bottle green colour, and all these colours will come alive as we get ready for the dish. Now our lovely fish, our salmon de l'amour, is all ready, and also out of the oven. It is baked nicely. It's done with the white wine, the lovely shallots, and also the cod inside, French dressed. And that's the whole secret behind this. Now just to plate this up and get ourselves organized, I have a little bit of the spring greens here. So the spring greens are just going onto my pomme Anna. So that's how it's going onto pomme Anna. And then I have a nice little bit of the salmon. So we're just going to pick that up and get that onto the plate. Now there we have it. Take a little bit of some of the herbs. And then let me start working on the sauce. So I'll just turn on my pot. And in this pot I have the red wine, and I have the lovely honey, and a little bit of shallot, and also garlic, and a little bit of herbs. And that's what's going to come alive now, is all those lovely flavours with our butter. So that's what we're going to start working. And this is called a beurre rouge, and that is a lovely red wine butter, and it goes very, very well with fish, especially with this, that we'll garnish this up. You get the lovely colours, and also you get organised to flavour this lovely sauce with the Bordeaux wine, linking in our lovely little town of Biège in France, and also that it is linked to Bray, County Wicklow, and we're doing our French Connection cuisine, and that's what all this dish is about. And we're going to give this to Jean-Christophe Nevellier when he comes in. Now, so what do I have to do to create this sauce? As I said, I've reduced down the lovely Bordeaux wine, and this is what I had here, was our Chateau Cézanne, which is lovely, a nice heavy red Bordeaux wine. I've added in a little bit of vitamin C, so that's just a little lemon. So I just give a little squeeze of lemon, just vitamin C, just to give that nice fishy glow. That's boiling up nicely, and then I start popping in my butter and getting all that working nicely with the sauce. And I don't want to boil too much, because it'll start splitting. So I start turning down my rings here, and we get all that working nicely. A little more butter just going in, and that's what it is. It's keeping red, is keeping rosé or rouge, a nice red color, and also it's keeping in with the melting of the Kerrygold butter into this lovely heavy flavored red wine reduction. And then we call this monté au beurre, a lovely French word there, to mount with butter. So a little more butter just going in, and we'll just let that melt down, and then that's our sauce complete. We'll dress up our plate, then we're all ready to do this lovely dish as Jean-Christophe comes in here, and we'll just present that to him as our French Connection for Bray. Now, so we're just getting all that, and you see, little by little, the butter is just melting nicely and bringing all those lovely flavors together, and it's just melting into the red wine, and that's where you have a rich beurre rouge, the lovely red butter sauce just going in there. Now it's nearly all done, so we just let that move along nicely. So that's all done there. Now I just get my nice spoon. So the little garnish that we have after I do my sauce, I just put it over here, and then we'll just get our nice beurre rouge working nicely all around the plate. Lovely beurre rouge there, all for Jean-Christophe Nevellier. So just finishing off my nice sauce, then I'm just going to get the garnish. And we have our shallots that we glazed earlier on. So 4 nice pieces just going around the plate. Then we have 4 nice carrots, just to anchor them, tourner in a French style, that we turn the carrots. And then all we need to do now is just get a few little battens of chives. So just square them up nicely. Flick them on. And there we have our lovely salmon fête de l'amour. And it's done for Jean-Christophe Nivellier with our lovely beurre rouge, our lovely garnish there, our nice French herbs, all the connection, the French connection for Bray and for Beige in Bordeaux, one of our twin towns, and that is our cuisine française using Irish ingredients. And I present to you, Jean-Christophe, the salmon de l'amour, and it is de l'amour.
Oh, you need to give me a kiss.
Okay. So they do the Festival of Cod. So what I've done here, Jean-Christophe, is I got the lovely salmon. We've put the cod inside the salmon for the Fête de l'Amour, and then we've French dressed it with a little citron, and then we have done a nice beurre rouge with a lovely Bordeaux wine, and then I did underneath we have a pomme Anna, nice French cuisine, and then we have some lovely Irish greens, the spring greens. So what we want to do is celebrate Jean-Christophe being here in Ireland. We want to give him back one of our own dishes with Irish cuisine, but using the influence of France through that. And I present to you, Jean-Christophe, the salmon de l'amour, and it is de l'amour.
Oh, you need to give me a kiss.
Okay.
And it's still absolutely superb. Now, I guess you put a little bit of sugar in this.
Honey.
Honey, did you?
Because you're using honey in your beef bourguignon, and Irish honey is fantastic. Yeah.
Now, does anybody want to test this absolutely superb recipe? Okay, this gentleman over there. You look like somebody who needs to eat.
That's 7 years. 7 years.
7 years, very loyal. I have to say something. I've been doing my 5-6 stores already.
Okay.
And all the stuff are impeccable.
Yes.
Well, it's a surprise.
My day off to help these things.
No, I'm not saying you are nice. I'm saying the staff in general. Everywhere I've been, I mean, imagine if they are like this between them. I'm talking between them as working as a team. This and that, the bakers. If they are like this between them, I imagine how they are the customers. Oh, the best served.
Anyway, the best service from us.
Thank you. Therefore, 7 years as Super Queen. Therefore, when you reach 10 years, what do they give you?
Nothing. A pat on the back.
They give you a sack of potatoes and a saucepan.
More work.
I'm in charge of the cooking. All right.
I'll never take over from you.
First, what do you think before you start eating this wonderful recipe?
I never know where to start.
Okay, that's a good point. You've been very generous with the salmon.
I know, because I want people to taste it.
Okay. Therefore, it's not just for me.
No.
Okay.
It's pour les gens.
I've got to share now.
Pour les gens.
Okay, pour tout le monde.
Pour le monde, ouais.
What do you think?
That is really good.
When you think the salmon has been cooked, well, an hour ago, and it's
Falls
still
apart.
very tasty, which is very important.
The sauce is beautiful.
You haven't overcooked it, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people overcook fish. And it's sad. Because overcooking fish, you demolish all the nutrition, you know, and
I'm not usually a salmon fan, but that's delicious.
have you tried the sauce?
I have. It's fantastic.
Super, man. Okay, that will be €5. Thank you. Bye-bye.
They can bill me at the
You
checkout.
can leave the money to my manager over there, yeah? Yeah, it's the one with the cash register. It's just running away from them. Okay, therefore, what I was going to say, that's a very, very nice gesture from you, by the way. Thank you very much. Tell us, where are you now? Where are you based now?
Well, I go as a Druid chef. I was reading up about you, and fantastic that you're from North France, Brittany, and my style of cookery is.
Sorry. North of France is not Brittany.
Okay.
Have you been to the north of France?
I have,
before?
yes, yeah.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
There's nothing. There's no cheese. When I walk about, I see all those beautiful French cheese.
Yeah.
In the north of France, there is no cheese. There is no wine.
Yeah.
And we're eating the food from Belgium. No, I'm overreacting. The only thing is good over there is the people are fantastic. They are warm. It's a very flat country. It's north type. And the production is called potatoes, likely. There is sugar beet, obviously. There is beetroot, chicorée, and that's it. And a few frog legs. That's it. The rest is if you want something good, you're going to go past Paris.
Yeah, well, you have Normandy as well, that you have the lovely apples and the Calvados.
Well, that's true. Normandy is very similar to Ireland. the cream, the milk, just driving down driving down to Normandy. It's very similar to driving down from west to east or whatever. You can see the cattle is very similar, obviously, because it's good water, good rain, good climate. You see, people complain that it's not hot enough, but I think it's better when it's not hot. Because I think when the weather is a little bit too, when there is too much heat. Once again, Rory, thank you, everybody. Okay. That's mine.
Okay. This is Rory Morahan, cooking here in Super Quinn and bringing the food to the people and the people to the food à la française. Au revoir.
ATA Security offer quality products in fire alarms, intruder alarms, CCTV cameras and access control systems.